Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's January 22nd, Saturday. Another week down in this year, 2011. I hope everybody's doing well out there. I hope you guys are having a good year. Everybody's doing exactly what they want. Everybody's being safe. Everybody's family's healthy. Silver on Friday ended at 27.48, so around 27.50. And gold was down a little bit, down to 13.41, which, it's still great for people who have been investing in gold for a long time now. Silver just, it's done a great move, and this could be the time in history where silver does another big move, and, another large transfer of wealth will exchange pockets. Basically, the people who have wealth now and different things and stuff, when that all ends, new people are going to become wealthy. What we thought was rich one day is not going to be rich the next. Being wealthy is different to all of us. We all have different meanings for wealthy and stuff. I'm pretty excited to know that I'm buying silver. I keep buying silver, and I keep stacking it up, keep getting it ready, and when it's time to, emerge, then I will, with a little bit of income for me and my family, and anybody else that I'm going to be sitting around with in the future. I think this is going to be a perfect weekend for everybody to get out there and pick up a couple ounces of silver. Go out there and just buy, 1 or 2 or 3, maybe 4 ounces of silver. Who knows how long this price is going to stay down here, around 30 bucks. For some people that's a lot of money, and I understand that. 30 bucks is a lot of money for some people. There's plenty of times I didn't have any money in which I had 30 bucks in my pocket. But if I can spend 30 bucks now to possibly have a bunch more, 500 bucks, 1,000 bucks, it's a good investment. It's a great long-term investment. I wasn't taught about investing when I was younger. I was always taught you work and then you spend your money. Then you work and you spend your money. Now I'm trying to save my money. I'm trying to put my money into something that's going to give me money in the future. It's just an investment. A nice legal investment, I'm not breaking any laws by buying silver and holding on to it and waiting for the price to go up and then turning it in and, going on with my life from there. A lot of people out there think I'm crazy for spending all this money on silver. And I understand that. It seems kind of crazy. It does seem kind of nuts to just go out there and be like, oh yeah, here's a few $100. Let me get some pieces of metal. Now, a lot of people just look at you like you're nuts. Like, why aren't you buying a new phone? Why aren't you getting a new computer? Why don't you get some new shoes? Well, I think I should buy some silver. I showed you guys this bar I had the other day that I really liked. It's Stagecoach silver. Remember, it's got the back so you can split it and have 4 parts of this ounce, so each one would be a 1/4 ounce. Well, another cool thing about this Stagecoach silver is that this ingot, they also make a really cool round. That also, on the back of it, makes it so you can split it. I just think that's cool. I'm really into these bars, these rounds and bars that you can change the weight if you need to, cut it in half and have half an ounce, I know if this thing was worth 1,000 bucks and I needed to buy a gallon of milk, I sure the heck ain't giving up this whole round for a gallon of milk. So I thought I would show you guys that. It's really cool. Like I said, you just take a chisel to it, and you bust that down, make sure the chisel's nice, and you put it down on a nice hard surface, put a cloth on it, obviously, so when that chisel goes down into it, it'll break it without damaging the underside, and it'll keep it looking nice. again, I recommend everybody go out there and buy some silver. You know, as crazy as it may sound, it's an investment, and if you've ever heard the term investment, then you already should know what it means. You know, it's research, it's time, it's dedication. You guys should all put the research, the time, and the dedication into your lives to make it so you have something in the future. I hope to make it so a lot of people in the future are well taken care of. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it, listening to me rant, you know, talk about silver and stuff. Again, if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and ask me. I'm willing to talk about anything. For those of you out there just starting your days, go to the nearest coin shop, pick up an ounce of silver. If you can afford it, buy an ounce of gold. It'll put a smile on your face. You know, a lot of the dealers and stuff, they're pretty cool cats. You know, a lot of good guys out there. Again, thanks again, everybody, and I appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.